Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Today, I'm excited to share with you an ode to joy, advances in playful learning. We will be exploring modern developments in creating engaging educational experiences, highlighting how playful activities can inspire joyful and effective learning. As you can see from the image, hands-on, collaborative activities like cooking together can be a wonderful way to learn and connect. I look forward to taking you through this inspiring journey. Let's dive in. So, what exactly is playful learning? At its core, playful learning blends the fun and engagement of play with specific educational goals. It's not just about letting kids have fun, it's about encouraging their natural curiosity and creativity while helping them develop important skills in a meaningful way. Think of it as using play as a tool to make learning more effective and enjoyable at the same time. This approach taps into children's love for exploration and discovery, much like fitting together pieces of a puzzle, which is why we have this puzzle piece icon here. The colorful animal puzzle on the right nicely illustrates how playful learning can be both engaging and educational, inviting kids to interact with shapes, animals, and nature all at once. When we look at why playful learning matters, this chart clearly shows the key benefits and their relative importance. Motivation takes the lead, making up 35% of the emphasis. This highlights how engaging activities really drive students to want to learn. Creativity follows closely, with 30%, showing that playful learning encourages students to think outside the box and explore new ideas. Social skills are next at 20%. Emphasizing how interactive and playful experiences help students develop important interpersonal abilities. Finally, deep understanding accounts for 15%, reminding us that playful learning doesn't just make learning fun, it also supports meaningful comprehension. Together, these benefits demonstrate a well-rounded approach that enhances both the emotional and cognitive aspects of learning. When we look at technological innovations in playful learning, several key elements stand out. First, digital games on tablets create highly engaging experiences that make learning fun and interactive for children. Then, virtual and augmented reality technologies bring immersive educational environments to life, allowing learners to explore concepts in a more hands-on and memorable way. Gamification plays a crucial role by incorporating badges and points, which motivate and reward learners as they progress, encouraging continued participation. Lastly, adaptive platforms tailor the learning journey to each individual, offering personalized and dynamic paths that respond to the learner's needs. Together, these innovations are transforming how we approach education by making it more engaging, motivating, and personalized. Digital games and immersive technologies offer powerful ways to enhance learning by creating environments that truly engage learners. One key element is immersion, which helps students focus deeply and feel fully present in the learning experience. This intense engagement makes it easier to absorb and retain information. Another important aspect is safe failure. By allowing learners to experiment and make mistakes without any real-world consequences, it encourages risk-taking and exploration, which are essential for growth. Additionally, these technologies provide contextualized practice, meaning learners apply their skills in meaningful, real-life scenarios. This connection between theory and practice boosts both understanding and motivation. Research confirms that these approaches lead to better skill retention and higher learner motivation, making digital games and immersive tools valuable assets in education. When we talk about personalizing play through adaptive learning platforms, one key feature is skill-based adjustments. These systems are designed to modify activities dynamically, tailoring the challenges to fit each learner's current skill level. This way, learners stay engaged without feeling either overwhelmed or bored. It's like having a road that adjusts its twists and turns based on the traveler's ability, ensuring the journey is just right for everyone. This approach helps maximize learning potential and keeps motivation high by providing the perfect level of difficulty at all times. Here we see a clear comparison between traditional instruction and playful learning based on 3 key performance measures. The horizontal bar chart shows percentage improvements, with traditional instruction serving as the baseline at 100%. Playful learning outperforms traditional methods across the board. For problem-solving skills, there's a notable 22% improvement. Anxiety reduction also sees a significant boost, with playful learning showing 15% better results. Collaboration benefits as well, with an 18% increase compared to traditional approaches. This data compellingly highlights the effectiveness of playful learning in enhancing essential student outcomes beyond standard teaching methods. When we talk about playful learning in early childhood education, it's important to recognize the key ways play supports development. First, engaging with sensory materials helps children explore their environment, which is crucial for early language and communication skills. This type of play encourages kids to interact and express themselves, laying the groundwork for effective communication. Next, hands-on activities are vital for building motor and cognitive skills. By manipulating objects and solving simple problems, children develop coordination and critical thinking abilities that will support their overall growth. Lastly, social play is all about collaboration. When children play together, they learn to share, develop empathy, and understand their peers better. This social interaction is essential for building strong relationships and emotional intelligence. The colorful wooden blocks you see here perfectly represent these playful learning opportunities, showing how simple materials can foster so much development. Let's talk about how playful learning can transform K-12 classrooms. First, we have game-based lessons that use interactive games tailored to align with learning standards. These games actively engage students and make math concepts more accessible and fun. Next, project-based units encourage students to explore science through hands-on, playful projects that are closely tied to the curriculum. This approach not only reinforces scientific concepts, but also fosters creativity and critical thinking. Finally, we have interactive assessments that utilize technology tools like tablets to conduct formative assessments. These support standards-based evaluation in a way that's immediate and responsive, helping teachers track progress and adjust instruction. Together, these strategies make learning dynamic and student-centered. Here, we're looking at informal learning environments that use play as a key component. First, the Museum Makerspace offers a hands-on area where visitors can create and experiment. This kind of space really encourages creativity and builds problem-solving skills in a very practical way. Next, the Library Play Zone provides dedicated areas that feature interactive play, helping learners explore new concepts outside the traditional classroom setting. Here we focus on 3 key design principles essential for effective learning experiences. First, setting clear learning goals is crucial. By defining specific targets, we can guide playful activities to achieve meaningful educational outcomes. This ensures every activity has a purpose and direction. Next, scaffolded challenges provide structured support that evolves with the learner's skills. It's about offering just the right level of difficulty at the right time, helping learners build confidence as they progress. Finally, meaningful feedback plays a vital role. Timely responses encourage learners to reflect on their progress and make improvements. This continuous loop of feedback fosters deeper understanding and skill refinement. Together, these principles create a thoughtful, engaging learning environment, much like the joyous, active scene we see here, where children explore and learn through play in nature. When we talk about balancing structure and freedom in play, there are 3 key elements to consider. First, guided objectives. Here, the teacher sets clear learning goals that help direct the activities, ensuring that playtime has a meaningful purpose and supports educational outcomes. Next, open exploration. This encourages students to follow their own curiosity and interests, making the learning process more engaging and personalized. Finally, flexible constraints. These are the rules or boundaries that create a framework within which creativity can flourish, much like fitting pieces of a puzzle together. Together, these elements create a balanced environment where structure guides learning, while freedom inspires discovery. Here, we're focusing on encouraging learner agency and choice by incorporating 3 key strategies. First, choice boards allow students to pick tasks that genuinely interest them, which boosts their engagement and motivation. Next, student-led projects give learners the chance to take ownership, presenting and leading their own work, fostering independence and confidence. Finally, reflection prompts guide students to think critically about their own learning process and growth, helping them develop deeper self-awareness. Together, these approaches create a more personalized and empowering learning experience. When it comes to overcoming challenges in playful learning, there are several key strategies to keep in mind. First, effective management is crucial. Setting clear classroom rules and routines helps maintain order during playful activities, ensuring that learning stays on track. Next, assessment methods need to align with playful learning approaches. Using rubrics and performance tasks provides a way to measure student progress in a meaningful and relevant way. Another important aspect is utilizing resources wisely. Incorporating low-cost, readily available materials can support playful activities without putting a strain on the budget. Finally, a practical example highlights how a school successfully integrated play by adapting local materials within their budget constraints. This case shows that creativity and resourcefulness can make playful learning accessible and effective, even with limited resources. When we talk about equity and access considerations, it's crucial to focus on practical strategies that make learning inclusive and achievable for everyone. First, low-tech solutions play a big role here. By using simple, scalable play activities that require minimal devices, we can ensure that more learners can participate, regardless of their access to technology. This approach helps break down barriers and creates a more level playing field. Equally important is the use of culturally responsive content. This means selecting materials that truly represent the diverse backgrounds and experiences of learners. When students see themselves reflected in what they're learning, it not only validates their identities, but also fosters deeper engagement and understanding. Together, these strategies help create a learning environment that's both accessible and meaningful for all students. Here, we focus on teacher training and support, which is essential for successful implementation. Professional development approaches such as coaching, co-planning, and access to resource libraries are key elements. These strategies equip educators with the confidence and tools they need to effectively integrate playful learning into their classrooms. By collaborating closely and having ongoing support, teachers can feel more prepared and empowered to engage their students in creative and meaningful ways. This collaborative approach not only builds skills, but also fosters a supportive learning community among educators. Here, we're looking at future trends that are shaping education through AI and cross-disciplinary approaches. First, AI personalization is all about adapting content to fit each learner's unique style and preferences, making the experience more effective and engaging. Next, STEAM integration brings together art, science, technology, engineering, and math in creative projects, encouraging collaboration and innovation across these disciplines. Finally, networked learning takes collaboration to the next level by connecting classrooms through digital platforms, allowing students to engage and learn together beyond physical boundaries. These trends highlight how technology and interdisciplinary play are transforming the way we learn. As we conclude, I want to emphasize the power of playful learning. When we integrate fun and interactive approaches into education, it not only makes learning more engaging, but it also promotes equity by reaching diverse learners more effectively. Ultimately, this leads to better outcomes for everyone involved. I encourage you to think about how these strategies can be thoughtfully applied in your own settings to truly embrace the joy of learning. Remember, playful learning really works. It hits the mark in so many meaningful ways. Thank you all for your time and attention today. If you have any questions or want to discuss any points further, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm here to help and would love to hear your thoughts. You can also reach out to me anytime via the email or Twitter handle shown on the slide. Looking forward to continuing the conversation.